friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Project Use It Up 2019 update. I am so jazzed about this. I have a lot of products that I have used up. I've taken a total 180 from the last update where I was a big negative Nancy, had not a lot of progress. This also means I have a ton of new products that I am bringing in, so let us waste no time and start with the products that I have finished off. So these things kind of go in twos, so I will do them together. I have used up both of the body lotions that I had in the challenge. The first one is the Hawaii Passion Fruit Kiss. This, I was at this point with. I definitely will say that it took me a little bit longer to use up than I realized, because the problem is once I am no longer with a pump, it makes it harder to get product down here. I basically, like at this mark, have to turn it upside down. It just sort of gets messy. I don't love this packaging. I really don't love it. I wish that they had made a pump for this type of bottle and not just for this type, because at this point in my collection, I don't really have many of this type left, which is good because this is a lotion from 2013. This is a lotion from 2014, but it did go a little bit slower than I wanted to because the packaging made it a bit more challenging. Lotion number 2 was the white tea and ginger. Again, didn't have much left in here. It's officially used up. Really happy. I like this scent a lot, but I'm tired of it. And that's the problem with this scent, is that I probably get sick of it about halfway through because it's so intense. And I would definitely say if you're somebody who doesn't want a 10 level of intensity, you want more of a 6 or a 5, this is not the lotion for you. So happy to have one of the older lotions in my collection gone. Then I have my 2 face masks that I was working on. The first one was the Tree Hut Skincare Exfoliating Mud Mask. I actually ended up having 1.5 uses of this left between the previous update and when I was able to use this up. This one moved really slow because I love charcoal masks. I think that they work really well on my skin, but I find that oftentimes charcoal masks are infused with exfoliating properties. It's rare that you find a charcoal mask that is just charcoal without the intention of actually also exfoliating your face. And I found that this was a little bit harsh on top of the exfoliating that I was already doing. And so I didn't want to use this that often, so I stretched it out. I'm glad it's gone. I wouldn't buy it just because I don't love charcoal masks that exfoliate. I much prefer the Origins charcoal mask that just is charcoal, and that's meant to clean your pores, and that works super well with my face. I am sad though that the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud Hydrating Treatment Mask is gone. This is a really unexpected surprise. I've had this sitting in my collection. This kind of goes for all hydrating masks or overnight masks in my collection. I didn't really ever go to use them because I was like, you know, I don't really need hydration. I tend to be more normal and occasionally err on the oily side. And in my experience, if I do too many hydrating products, it could break my face out. But then after watching that life-changing face story video that talked about how hydrating masks are really good to do on off days of treatment. So if I'm doing a treatment mask on Tuesday and Thursday, let's say the Tree Hut mask, then on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it's good to do a hydrating mask to basically allow your skin to recover and still be treated in a nice way. And I, for whatever reason, went against my instincts and tried that, and that has been life-changing for my skin. I have not had a single breakout aside from a little hormonal pimple that hasn't fully surfaced because it goes away. I can see it coming and then it disappears. I really have been liking the way my skin looks, and I don't think I'd repurchase this because this is super expensive, and I'm trying to test out the other hydrating and overnight masks that I have to see if I can find something that is as effective but cheaper. But the thing that I think sets this apart is that it would leave my skin feeling refreshed. It felt a little minty on my face. I don't know if minty is the right word, but I could feel some kind of cleansing happening or deep penetration happening on my skin. And when I would take the mask off, my skin just felt that felt really nice. And I don't know. I just think this was really awesome, and I'm upset that I slept on it for so long, and I'm happy it didn't go bad at that time because this is an expensive product. So happy to use it up. Hoping to find a cheaper alternative because it has been a game changer in my skincare routine. Then we have the Burt's Bees Hand Salve. This didn't take me super long to use up. I am happy that I have worked through another one of these. These are all, if I haven't mentioned this before, these are all relatively old in my collection because much like the moisturizing mask, I just sort of sat around before I figured out how to use them. So I'm happy another one of these has bitten the dust, and I'm really hoping that this year I can get all of these used up and then stop having to use them. I have my Aloha Waterfall Orchid White Sand Body Scrub. I was here at the last update and then quickly went through this. I talked about this in my most recent Bath & Body Works Trash Talk video, but I finally figured out that with this packaging, I don't know why, but for some reason, the way that there's like a gap between the cap and the bottle, water comes in, and when I get down to like the last bit here, a bunch of water mixes with the product and it creates this really off-putting smell. So I'm trying to pay close attention, and when I get down to like this point here, I'm trying to squeeze it into another container, like a Tupperware container. That way it doesn't mix with the water because it's so off-putting. And it dilutes the effectiveness of the product. It like gets soggy almost. Super weird. So that's like the one con I figured out of these, but it doesn't really matter. I'm almost done with all of my white sand scrubs. Oh, guys, this is a lot of products, and we're still not done. I have 3 more items that I have finished up. Like, I was on a mission after the last update. So the next thing that I have is the Olay Cooling White Strawberry and Mint Body Wash. This I did not have too much trouble finishing up. I got through this really quickly and then immediately pulled something new out of the closet to couple up with the other body wash that I have in this challenge. This stuff is nice. I'm tired of the scent, so I'm happy to take a break from it. I'm also happy that I've worked out 3 really large body washes in my collection, and now I'm down to pretty much only Bath & Body Works and then a couple of odd ducks, but these are by far the largest ones that were sitting in there. I've got my face wash finished up. This is the Biore Free Your Pores Baking Soda Great for Combination Skin Baking Soda Pore Cleanser. A lot of words on here. This is where I was at the last update. My issue though, and I totally forgot about this the last time I had it, is that the pump does not get all of the product in here. I was left with about this much in the bottom, so I had to essentially throw it onto my hand. It was like that for maybe 2 or 3 uses, so some people may not feel that's worth it, but I'm just obsessive about using as much product as I can. I think this is a great alternative to the Kiehl's Rare Earth Clay Pore Cleanser. There are also a lot of words on that packaging as well. I'm somebody who needs to switch on and off between their face washes. My face gets used to it. What a conundrum I get to live. And so I use this as like my off version when I'm not using the Kiehl. So I'm happy with this. Can't wait to pull the Kiehls back out and use it because I love that stuff too. Final item I have finished up is the product that I hated the most. It is the Kate Somerville Makeup Setting Spray. I won't spend too long here because I ranted and raved in the last video where I brought this in, but as expected, I didn't really have a lot in here. I think after like 5 or 6 more uses upon introducing it into the challenge, it was gone. I'm so thrilled. I'm now using the Ulta SPF setting spray. I love that stuff a lot better than this, so if you're looking for one, I'd recommend that. It's also a lot cheaper than this stuff, so happy this is out of my life. Whew. All right, let's move on to the 3 items that I still have not finished. So the first one that I have is my Violet Lily Sky Triple Moisture Body Cream. If you remember, I am using this as a hand cream. So this is where I was when I first brought it in, and now I am down to here. It is not substantial, but it's just hand lotion. So I'm not expecting huge gaps to happen in this product. I may very well, as we get closer to the start of fall, apply this a couple of times as a body lotion just to move the product along a little bit, because the one con of using this as a hand cream is that it takes you longer to use it, and I'm kind of getting tired of this scent a little bit every single night. Like, it's kind of an intense, like right before you go to bed type of scent, but it works well for a hand cream, so I'm happy that I'm finding a use for it in that way. Then there is the shower gel. This is the Mango Mandarin Shea and Vitamin E shower gel. this stuff is lovely. I was here at the very start and now I am down to here. A lot of use in here. I attest that to the fact that the Olay one didn't take me very long to finish off. So then I was focusing on this as my solo shower gel for a while until I sort of started to get sick of the scent and brought in something else that I'll show you guys a little bit later. Loving this. Hope to finish this off before we move into September, just so I can be done with a really intense summer scent. Final thing that I have to give an update on is the Micro Delivery Exfoliating Facial Wash from Philosophy. And this, you guys know my thoughts, it's not my favorite. I'm just sort of working through it. I do have a little bit more progress than last time. I was here at the last update and now I'm down to this brown line. I have not ruled out using this as a body exfoliant. So what I think I might do is there are times where I have a little bit of exfoliant left in my body exfoliator, but I know it's not going to be enough to do my entire body. So what I often do is I'll pull a fresh one in, and then what I'll do is I'll exfoliate with the remaining in the original bottle, and then I'll finish the rest of my body with the new bottle. What I might do is when that time happens, when I'm down to a not full body scrub that I have left, I might use this and see how it goes. I don't know if this would be an effective body exfoliant because the exfoliant in here is so small and finite that I don't know if it would effectively work on the rest of my body. So I'm kind of curious about it now that we're talking about it. So we'll see. We might see more progress at the next update. All right, we now have 7 new items to bring to the table. Let me share them with you. First off, we have 2 face masks. I am trying vigorously to finish off as many tubs and tubes of face masks that I can before the year is over, and that way I can focus an entire year on using sheet masks, because if I've done my calculations right, I could get through my sheet mask collection in 1 year if I was done with my tubs and tubes. So I have a moisturizing mask. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. I had 2 or 3 of these that I got randomly as Sephora, I think, add-ons when this was a really hot item, and I didn't use it because it's a sleeping mask and I don't use those. But I have since learned that I can use this in the 10 to 15 minute window as a regular mask and take it off. It has a very soft Jolly Rancher watermelon scent, which I don't dislike, but it's super thin and liquidy, which I guess makes sense for it being a sleeping mask, which would make it easier for your face to absorb overnight. But I don't know, I'm not in love with this. This is a brand new full tub, so hopefully I can get this finished off really fast and move on to something else. Then I've got the Fortune Cookie Soap Who Are You Charcoal Face Mask. This one, though, doesn't appear to have any exfoliant in it, which I am jazzed about, but this is a 1 ounce tub. It's pretty well filled, so I'm looking forward to seeing how I like this. The last charcoal scrub that I got from the Avengers Infinity War box that they did, I freaking loved, but then they discontinued it, so I'm hoping that I like this one, and maybe I'll buy a full size of it when and if the time ever comes, but I do like their charcoal masks typically. Next up, I have a balm. This is the big kahuna that I was talking to you guys about. I'm finally ready to pull this in. This is the Evan Healy, the Skin Breathes Wild Carrot Nourishing Eye Balm with Immortelle. Don't know. This thing is huge. So this is meant to be an under eye balm. When I first got it and tried that, I hated it. It was not good. It was not a good balm. And then I cast it off to the side and sort of forgot about it. And then I pulled it back out and I saw that the instructions, it says it's ideal for lips, face, or anywhere on body. I would not put this anywhere on my face. This feels like it would definitely clog my pores, and I'm not in the need for any more chapsticks or lip balms. So I was like, let me try this on my elbows, and it's fine. It's not the greatest thing ever, but it does the job, and it is a half fluid ounce, and I desperately want to get rid of it. The problem with this is that I don't have a way to mark it, and I'm not going to push this all the way up just for fear of it not being able to go back down. So this won't be the sexiest product for me to try to use up in this project, but if I don't document it, I don't think I'll use it. So this is a huge one for me to get through, but it's time, my friends, it's time. Then we've got 2 shower products. I have a scrub, no one's surprised. It's the Iced Pear Margarita Sugarcane Scrub from Bath & Body Works. I'm pretty sure I only have 1 more white sand scrub, but it is in a scent that I'm using in a different body care product. Like I can't use too many products of the same scent. It just doesn't work for me. So this is what I'm using. I don't dislike the sugarcane scrubs. In fact, before I discovered the white sand ones, these are my go-to. So this is where I am starting. I put a mark on here because even though I technically haven't used this, I want it to be known that this is where they filled it to. I don't know if that's a mistake. I don't believe this is any smaller than the other scrubs that I own. It just seems weird. So I marked it, but I haven't actually used it yet. I have had other scents from this collection that I liked. These were really strong, so looking forward to using it. Then there is this shower gel. This is the Sheer Cotton and Lemonade Shower Gel. So once I was getting tired of the Mango Mandarin, I decided to pull this out. This is what I would describe as a neutral scent. What I like about it is it's not like a downy cotton scent. It's sort of like a watered down version of Island Cotton Breeze. Is that what it was called? That's an old school scent, which I loved. And it's maybe a little bit sweeter because of that lemonade, but I like it. I think it's a really relaxing scent. This is the type of scent that I prefer to use like if I'm showering in the morning, and that will sort of peter off once school starts because I right now in the summer work out in the morning, so I get up, eat breakfast, go to the gym, come home and shower, and then go about the rest of my day. Versus it's opposite when I'm working. I basically get up, get dressed, go to work, then get sweaty at the gym, and then I come home and shower. So that like thought of wanting to differentiate my like scent strengths or like scent profiles won't really matter. But for now, a lot of me talking excessively today. But for now, this is working for that purpose. I really like this scent. This is where I am starting with the challenge. And if I'm thinking about these two, it is feasible that I could get both of these used up by the next update. I mean, I kind of doubt it, but maybe we'll see. I'm really chewing through shower gels and I'm loving it. Last two products are both lotions. So I am bringing in my Sweet Magnolia and Clementine Shea and Vitamin E body lotion. I did not realize I had this as a body lotion. I, for a long time, had this as a scrub. Like I think I bought 5 or 6 scrubs in this scent solely because I wanted scrubs and those are the only ones available. And I'm not somebody who buys body care just to exchange it later on. So I was like, I'm gonna use them and I'm just gonna space out. And so when I came across this, I was like, oh, I like this scent a lot and I'm really liking it as a lotion. I just shook the bottle up with my hand motions, but this is where I am starting. But I've been like in a weird, I want to use everything lotion mood. So I'm also bringing in another lotion. This I don't technically count in my hoarding closet because it's a part of like our SPF needs. And essentially how I use this lotion is I only apply it on areas that I would apply basically aloe. So it's the Well at Walgreens Moisturizing After Sun Lotion with Botanicals Coconut Scent. I don't know if they still make these. These are dirt cheap. Like I think they were 2 for like $3.50 or $5 at the absolute most. So I bought both because I was trying to find a dupe of the Bath & Body Works Aloe Gel Lotion, which do they still make that? Because that stuff was bomb. I love that stuff. And then I was trying to see if this could be a replacement for my Kula After Sun Lotion. It's neither of those, but because I'm out of both of those things, I will try to use this. I don't have a ton in here, but this could be slow moving because I only really apply it on pretty much my arms. I feel like my arms, any kind of sun exposure, even with sunscreen on, my arms just feel dried out and the lotion isn't enough. I need something that's a little bit thicker. So I will probably use it for that purpose. And we do have another one of these. It's like halfway used up, but I want to start with the smaller one first and just try to finish it off. Wow, that was a lot of used up products, a lot of new products. I feel so refreshed and focused and I cannot wait to crush the last few months of this year. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this particular update and I'll talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.